This is Dave McCain with the Right Tree Genealogy, doing another video today on FTDNA. The title of this video is FTDNA Admin View Passing on the Torch. We have a lot of things we have to do in our research, and this is one of those things that you can formally pass your research responsibility about your kit to someone else. We're going to pass away someday, and this is a way on FTDNA to pass that to the next person. How to formally pass the torch in FTDNA. I've seen people give their kit information out, or another person sponsors them, but this is what FTDNA actually has on their system. That's Beneficiary Settings. This is what's available on FTDNA that you can put on the system. I've noticed several people having issues, and this is one way for another person to get in without FTDNA having a lot of issues. This is part one of two pieces. The default settings. You go into your account settings, account information, and beneficiary information. This is transfer on death. Therefore, when you're no longer here, this allows the person to have access, formally have access to your kit and remaining DNA samples if additional tests are wanting to be done. Please inform your beneficiary that you've done this. Make sure the person you're going to pass this to, if it's a niece, a nephew, a close friend, or other, make sure they know you're doing this. Now, on the default settings, if you don't do anything, there's nothing here. Therefore, your kit does not have a person who's supposed to take it over in the format of what FTDNA says. Now, again, I've known other ways people do this, but this, again, is the best place to put it so there's no questions. You get this printable form that pops up, and it makes it available. Once you click that, this form prepares the information you just provided, and it's called the transfer on death. This is for FTDNA's internal use. Once you hit accept at the bottom of this page, this form comes up. This gives the beneficiary a signed document from you that your wishes are that this person is to have access to your account, and you have a signed document that can be PDF'd and sent over to FTDNA for their reference. Now, there is a part two. Part two is going to be an alternate to having an individual that you add. And the reason I say that is you may not have anyone interested in taking this over. So this is another option that I'm showing here as a project admin that you can do if you do not have an individual to pass this to. You can designate a group project admins. This is the alternate setup. So I'm setting up, showing you a way you can do this. In this case, I have the Barton project. When you designate this, you select that one and you hit save. The designee is the administrators of the Barton Group project. Therefore, the project itself has access to your DNA, and if they want to upgrade it from, let's just say, from a Y111 to a big Y, this gives them permission to do so, because even after your death, you can pass it on for future testing as long as you have viable DNA. Now, here's a very important note here at the bottom of this page. There needs to be a family member or a designee that can notify the project admins that you're deceased. There's a proof of death that can be provided to that admin. Now, the purpose of this video was to show you how you can formally put a person or a group as controlling your DNA even after you pass away. There's DNA that's lost forever for future testing or future research, and if you want your DNA to help in the future, designate a beneficiary, whether that be a person or a project, so that research continue with the work you started. If you like this type of content, please subscribe right here or watch some of these other videos, and let's continue learning together.